Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to talk to you all about what curriculum and what we will be doing for this summer. If you want to call it summer school, homeschooling during the summer, year-round homeschool, schooling, whatever you want to call it, that's great. I don't know what to call it, so I'm just going to tell you what I am using for the summer. This will be sort of our first year-round homeschooling. That might not fit well with others because some might feel like my kids need a break from school, but I know my kids best, and I feel like if I stop school for a 3-month break or 2.5, whatever it is, and then do decide to start again, it's gonna be hard to get back in. So my plan is to do Monday through Thursday, very light, not all day, just something to keep the routine of school. We will be outside, we will be enjoying our summer, like swimming all the time. I do plan on taking a 2-week break for our vacation, and when we come back I have a couple of days to plan and then jump into our new school year. So with all that talking, let's just jump in. I am using A Year Entails the 100 Acre Woods. One of our schooling books, we're near the end. I jumped on this and we are starting week 5. It's a 30-week gentle literature-based program. It is a Monday through Friday school week, but Fridays are like a tea time field trip day. So with A Year in the 100 Acre Woods, there is some book recommendations and book requirements. So I'm gonna go over that first and then jump into what the curriculum looks like. So The Year in the 100 Acre Woods is obviously based on the books Winnie the Pooh. So I got the Winnie Pooh collection. It's 6 books together. So far we have been reading out of this book, and each week you read a chapter out of this book. The chapter we are going to start is Piglet Meets a Heffalump, and then you will use some of these books later on in the curriculum. Next book we got is Wildlife's 50 Extraordinary Animals That Made History. This book is based on real animals that did extraordinary things and have made history. It's basically in the title, it's based on true events. This week we will be learning about elephant is Asian and African elephants. In this book they have 3 stories about different elephants. This is one of the stories. As you can see, it has real pictures, and then it talks about this elephant. This elephant was Ling Wang. Then we have Jumbo. And then we have Ning Nong. I read through them, and there's some beautiful stories, and it's good to have on hand for extra learning about real elephants and how the elephants were used and what they did to make history. Next we have Animalium. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm just guessing Animalium. Anyway, I don't know if this one has a page about elephants, but this book, yes, right here. But this book is used a lot. So this book has a page about elephants, and it describes the Asian and African elephants and how they are different, their sizes, the ears, and what they do. Each week you'll be learning about a different animal, so that's why they have a lot of animal books in this curriculum. Some of them are recommended and some of them are required. I got some that are most used and I thought would give us the most information, so that's why I have these books here. Next we have Song of the Wild, a first book of animals. This one is just a little story or a little poem about elephants. And I like how all the books right here have African and Asian elephants in each picture because we're learning and diagramming the anatomy of African and Asian elephants. Then we have the tree book for kids and their grown-ups. We are learning about the boba tree, I think it is, or maybe that was last week's or this week's, I'm not sure. This book is used for most of the trees. You're learning about trees as well as part of your nature and science investigation studies. We picked this up a couple of times so far in the past 4 weeks to learn about certain trees. For an example, I'm just going to open the page so you can see. This is a white fir tree. It just tells you about the white fir, the cones and the seeds, and just talks more about the tree. Another book is Natural World. This is once again all about animals and the world. This is the book I think that doesn't talk about elephants, but I'm just going to show you a page of what it looks like. And on week 1 you learn about bees. So this is a whole lot of information about bees and pictures. Then we have the big book of beasts. This is a good book to have in your library. We used this book whenever it talked about weasels. We did learn about weasels. Gives us little information about it, and I love all the details and the pictures. In the curriculum you have the elementary, which is the standard, and then on the back of the page you have the upper elementary, where your upper elementary, whatever grade you want to require that to be, there is recommended books you get for them to have. One of them is The World of Animals. Every week so far he has been using this book. So for this week coming up, he will read about elephants, which is this page. The words are kind of small, but he hasn't complained about that. You can see it talks about elephants, how they keep cool, talks about their teeth. And so what they usually do is they read about it, and then the next couple of days they will write a little report about all their elephants, and they can use all these books that I showed you beforehand. The first 4 weeks he has been using the boreal forest. By the time the video goes up, we'll be finished week 5, which was all about elephants, which you will see in this video. So if you want a sneak peek of what it looks like, keep watching, and I'm gonna kind of go through it a little bit detailed and show you papers. This is the curriculum, A Year in the 100 Acre Woods. I have the elementary version. Broke it down, how many months, and then which weeks are in which month, and then how long it's gonna last. We started in April, and if we continue it all the way through 30 weeks, we'll stop right in November before Thanksgiving. So at the beginning, it just has a print guide, then it goes through the parent guide, how you should use this. The parent note tells you what you can use, a welcome letter, what is included in this curriculum, which is a lot, and it's very, very detailed. Then we have invitations over expectation, understanding the weekly charts, Bible and character, poetry, art appreciation, language arts, literature, all those books you will be reading. Suggested book basket, vocabulary words, math, nature studies, and science. All the handcrafts, STEM, field trip ideas, recipes for Friday tea time, and then just a little weekly planning list. Then you have a yearly review. So week 1, you're going to learn the character is hopefulness. You're going to read chapter 1. The poetry will be if bears were bees, learn about different arts, the oak tree art. Then your nature science investigations. So it goes through that all 30 weeks. Then it's broken up into 3 terms, what you're going to be learning per term, all the readings you'll be reading, all the art. Basically, it just breaks down everything. Moving along to vocabulary words, it is not recommended you print everything, but I did print out the vocabulary words so I can have a quick reference to go back. Then we have easy cut card recipes on hand. Once again, not everything is recommended to print out. Then we have the felt anatomy collection, all the animals you can make out of felt. Then you can choose to have Bible time. I chose to do Bible time, and all the verses we'll be learning. Then we have the paint and draw collection. It tells you how to draw certain things, how to mix colors, how to draw your backgrounds. We already did the rabbits. We're learning about elephants this week, so we get to draw our elephants and maybe sketch a little background. Then we have the art cards. I already cut them out and laminated them. You get an art appreciation each week. I think that was from week 1. So I'm just going to explain to you. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You do Bible 5 days a week. Then we have characters, Monday through Thursday, poetry 3 times a week, and then Friday is poetry tea time. Art appreciation 3 days out the week. Literature is 4 days out the week. Mondays, you do read a chapter out the book. Language arts, it's mostly about the vocabulary words and the copy work. Then we have nature studies and science investigations. I like to do this all together. Handcrafts are the best. I love the handcrafts and details that was put into each one. Now we are flipping over to the upper elementary for your older kids for additional learning. Once again, it's Monday through Friday, and they add on literature and language. They read out of a book, do some dictionary skills, write a research paper, type it, and then read it out loud on Fridays. Then you have the biography and investigation where you read about a certain person. They also give you additional resources to use and some that are optionals. Literature and language, it just goes into details Monday through Friday on both sides. Then we have a supply list for the whole week, just to give you a heads up of what you're going to be doing. Then moving on from Monday, it shows Bible and character and poetry. and explains about what you're going to be doing and saying and reading and how to present the materials. You're going to be doing a lot of reading, and that is the longest day out of the week. And as you can see, Tuesday is much shorter. Thursday as well is just as long as Tuesday and Wednesday. And Friday is just having tea time, which is optional, and field trip, which is optional as well. Here is the poem that they recommend you read. You build your own elephant. This is for Friday as the Friday tea time snack. Here is the character cards, which you read every day, and our Bible verse we read. So just to give you an example, Wednesday we are learning about the baobab tree. Here is the baobab tree. You can write it and then have the kids cut and paste or glue, go over the life cycle, and then the part cards. I'm not sure how to say that, but that's little cards. I make copies for each of my children. Same thing, they have the same. This is the Bible verse we have to write and copy. I put this paper over that one, as you can see the letters through, so my kindergartner can trace it while my third grader copies it on the next page. We are learning about Asian and African elephants. So you have an anatomy of both, where you once again write the parts and then cut them out and paste them. I make copies for each of my children. Here is the STEM and the science investigation, where you do challenges and it's like a science experiment. This is optional if you want. Sometimes we don't do them, sometimes we do. We just have more copy work, and this was a little saying in the book that we read on Monday. So we have that. We have persistent, the character word. We just trace it. Then this is for your upper elementary children, helping write their reports. You can do facts about elephants, different facts about each of them. We have a story sequencing chart where they retell the story that we read on Monday, a graphing note-taking sheet about main ideas and supporting details. So I wanted to add in what we're going to be doing for our summer schooling is 1,000 hours outside. And what that is you have a calendar year, or whenever you start, to have a goal to complete 1,000 hours outside. Every hour you complete, you would have to color in a little shape, whatever color you want, and reach the goal of 100, and then 200, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000 hours. So like I said, we're starting in June, and I can't wait to see how our little image would turn out. And this is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below what you're using for your summer schooling, year-round homeschooling, or if you don't, let me know what kind of activities you do. All right, bye guys.